Hello everyone, welcome to the NumPy array part 4. In continuation with the previous topic, today we will cover the following topics. Today we will cover the various functions of the NumPy array, arithmetic operations on 2D arrays, applications of NumPy arrays including covariance, correlations and linear regressions. Last class we have discussed about the extract function. At the end of the last class we have discussed about the extract function. In that extract function the syntax was np dot extract, in a bracket we are writing condition then array. And last class I told you to create a conditions we need some numpy function or numpy arithmetic functions. So here is the we will start with that only. So numpy calculation functions. So numpy provides various functions that can be used to create a conditions. So I have displayed these functions, various functions like trigonometric functions are there, a round function, rint function, uh, fixed function is there, and this fixed function is to round the nearest integer towards the integer. Now similarly floor function is there to return the floor of the input element wise. Then this is a cell function, truncate function. And how we create a condition is like this: condition is equals to np dot function name, and in the function name we have to give the argument that is the array, and we have to in a condition, like condition is equals to np dot function name, then we have to give the condition. So similarly you can see here also in four conditions I have given the example of the four conditions. So similarly there is a expression function is there, expression 2, log function, log 10 function, log 2 functions, and these functions are used to like expression function is used to calculate the exponential of all the elements in the array. Express 2 function is used to calculate the 2 power that 2 power p for all the p in the input arrays. So similarly log 10 x return the base 10 logarithm element wise. Now there is another functions are there, useful functions like add, multiply, subtract, divide and mod functions, and sqrt and cbrt. This sqrt and cbrt function is used to return the square root and cube root root of the array element wise. Now let us discuss about the arithmetic operations on a 2D array using those functions also and with functions also. Arithmetic function on the 2D array, we can perform the arithmetic function in two ways. One is by the operator, by using the operator, and second by using numpy functions. By using the operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, mod, we can perform the arithmetic operations on the 2D array. So what is the syntax? Syntax is we have to write the 2D array name plus the n or the nd array, that is we have to add whatever I have to add. So you can see the syntax here. We have to give the array name plus n. N is that integer value, or n is that numeric value that has to be added to the each element of the array. Similarly operators, the various operators can be used with between the array and the n. Similarly by using the functions also, another way of performing the arithmetic operations on nd array is using numpy functions like add or subtract function or multiply function and divide function that we have discussed in the previous. So how we can use, there is a syntax for using these functions. Numpy dot add, in a bracket we have to write array name comma either array or any numeric value, like this. So you can see in the syntax also. So first of all we have to give the numpy, that is a array name, then we have to perform, or we have to give the function name, then under the function we have to give the argument. So for this we can see some examples also. Let us have a practical session also. So for the practical session, what I have to do, let us see with the practical. Okay, start with the practical. So before using the numpy, I have to import the numpy. Import import numpy as np. So now the numpy has been imported. Now I will create an array. For example, arr I am creating. Arr is equals to np dot a range, in a bracket I am writing. For example, I am taking the previous array only, that for example I am giving 30, I am giving the 30, uh, giving the range 30, and then I will reshape it. Reshape, I am with the dimension 5 into 6, 5 6. So my array has been created. Let us see that array. So now array is ready. Now I can perform the any arithmetical function like this. For example, directly we can perform the arithmetical function with the print also, or we can separately perform the arithmetical function and then we can display it. For example, without a print function also, with the print function also. For example, arr plus I am writing 10. Now you can see that 10 has been added to each element of the 2D array. Now similarly we can perform some other function, some other operations also. Let's see for the float. Arr plus 1.5, you can see. So the previous value of arr was 0 1, so 0 plus 1.5 it becomes 1.5. So similarly the value has been added. Now we'll see some more operations. I'll create a new array, another array I will create. So let us create a new array. For example, new is equals to, I'm creating a new array from the previous only, is equals to arr plus 2.1. Now I will display this new function, new, let's see. So my new array has been created. Now we'll see whether we can add two arrays or not. For example, I have two array. One is a this array, and another I have a this new two arrays, two 2D arrays are there. Now can I perform addition on this two 2D array arr, let us see, plus new? So this can be performed. So similarly, for example, I have to find the I have to use the mod operator. So how we can use the mod operator, let us see. So arr percent sign 4. So you can see, so this is we are getting the remainder of each elements. Okay. Now we'll use of operators. We have learned about the functions also. Let us see with the functions. So same thing I have to perform with the I have to perform with the same thing I have to perform with the function. So for example, I have to find the remainder only with the function. So function is a mod function I have to find. So how we can find the with the mod function? So what I have to write? I have to write np dot mod empty dot mod np dot mod, in a bracket I have to write array name comma, I have to write the number to which I have to divide, then press enter. You can see here the same output I am getting. So this way we can perform the both thing with the operator also, with the function also. Similarly, we can see one more thing, for example, can we divide two arrays together, that is one 2D array with another 2D array? So let's see this also. For example, arr divided new, this can be done. So this way this can be divided. Okay. Now here I have to round it also. How we can round it? So let us see how we can round it. So for example, I am writing np dot a round in a bracket I am writing arr, the same thing I am writing. I can use the another function also, but I am not writing the function, the previous only I am writing. So arr divided new, and I have to give the decimal places also. I have to give the decimal places 10. You can see here. So the same I am copying here. So I am writing the decimal places 0. You can see here I am getting the values. It is rounded off to 2. So now similarly I am using same function, and I am writing decimal value 2. So you can see the two decimal places we are getting. So this way you can understand. Now moving to the next topic, we'll see applications of NumPy. So NumPy array have found their application in various fields, and some important, or there are three important applications of the NumPy array are: one, it is used in calculating the covariance; second, it is used in correlations; and it is also used for linear regression. So we'll start with the covariance. What is covariance? NumPy arrays have found their application in numerous fields. So covariance, what is covariance? With the word we can with this word we can understand a covariance is a tool through which we can compare two different data set. For example, we have the two arrays, either it may be a 1D array or 2D array, and now I have to compare these two arrays. And how we can compare? Comparatively means whether the two data sets are similar or not, and these two data set, whether two data set, that is array 1 and array 2, are similar or not, this can be compared with the help of the covariance. So covariance create comments on the relation between the two data sets. So what is the idea behind that? The idea behind the covariance is that it tells us how similar the varying two data sets are. The high positive covariance, the covariance can be either negative or can be positive. So the high positive covariance between the two data set means they are very strongly similar. And if the covariance is negative, then it means the covariance between the two data set is very dissimilar. So this similarity and dissimilarity can be identified with the help of positive and negative covariance. So NumPy, we can also define a covariance as a covariance is a statistical covariance is a statistical measure that shows whether two variables are related by measuring how the variable change in the relation to each other. So there is a one formula also, and if manually you have to calculate, we can calculate like this. So for example, if I have to find the covariance of x and y, two variables or two arrays, then we can find the differences of the two, the product of the the product of the sum of the two variables by the difference n minus 1, that is sigma xi minus x bar into yj minus y bar by n minus 1. This will be this I will show you in a with an example. So but in a program, if I have to apply, how we can perform this? So NumPy provides a function, that is COV function, and this function is used to find the covariance. NumPy provides a function, COV function, and this function is used to find the covariance between two अरे कौन है NumPy provides a function called COV function, and this function is used to calculate the covariance. The syntax of COV function is numpy.cov. In a bracket, we have to provide two arrays, array 1 comma array 2. Now let's see one example. Consider two 1D arrays A and B storing the data observations or data sets. Using the NumPy COV function, covariance will be calculated. So result of the two variables A and B will be 2 into 2 matrix. So you can see here. So A is equals to np dot array. So there is a 5 elements are there, 1 2 3 4 5. B is equals to np dot array 3 4 0 minus 1 minus 3. So these are the 5 in a first array. There are the 5 elements are there. In a second element, 6 elements are there. And now we have to find the covariance. So to find the covariance, I have created another array with the name cov underscore mat is equals to np.cov function. In a bracket, we have to pass the two arrays. So A and B we have passed. So now we can see in the output. So what is the output here? 2.5 minus 4.25, and here also minus 4.25, 8.3. This minus 4.25 and minus 4.25, these both are the same, and this will come the same only. And this is the covariance, and the negative sign, this is a negative sign. It means this negative sign shows these two arrays are very dissimilar, or they are not very similar. Clear? So similarly, let's see another example. This example 2. Here, in this example, there is a price of So in this table you can see there is a item, two items are there, their prices are prescribed in different years, 2015, 2016 and 2017, and the variance has been calculated, variance A, variance B, and after the calculating the variance, uh, covariance has been calculated using that formula, with the previous formula, this formula. So first the covariance has been calculated, that is the first mean, that is xi minus mean, yj minus mean, then product, then sum, then after that n minus 1. You can see the same thing here. So the mean of this, the price is 1266.66. Similarly the mean of this item 2 price is 120. Then the variance A, that is this variance A uh, is 1000 minus 1266, it will come minus 266. So this is this part, that is xi minus x bar. Similarly the variance B is also calculated, then their product, and after that the sum is calculated. Now this sum divided by n minus 1, and what is the n here? That is the number of years, 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 1333 divided by 2, that will come 666.66, and this is the covariance. So this way you can understand with the previous formula. This previous formula is applied in this table. Now we move to the next, that is correlation. What is correlation? A correlation is very similar to the covariance. Sometimes all you need to all we need is a qualitative analysis and not a quantitative analysis. When we need to know only whether two data sets are similar and different, and not how similar or different, we use correlation. So basically we can understand the correlation as correlation is a normalized covariance. It gives two values, either 1 or minus 1. 1 if it gives 1 if the data set have positive covariance, and minus 1 if the data set have negative covariance. So covariance will be there for finding the correlations. So if the covariance is 1, that is correlation will be 1, or correlation can be minus 1. Correlation is 1 when the data set have the positive covariance, and correlation is minus 1 if the data set have negative covariance. So in NumPy provides a function COEFF or CORR COEF. So NumPy provides a function called CORR COEF function to calculate the correlation coefficient. This is called correlation coefficient function, and the syntax is similar to covariance COV function only. So NumPy dot covariance, that is CORR COEF function, in a bracket we have to write we have to give the two arrays, array 1 and array 2. Now where array 1 is either a 1D or a 2D array containing the multiple variables or observation. And one thing remember, each row of array 1 represents a variable, and each column of the single observation of all those variables, and array 2 are the two subsets of the variables, where array 2 an additional subset variable and observation. Array 2 has the same shape as array 1, so this must be kept in mind. So let's see one example. Consider a 2D array or two 1D array, sorry. Consider two 1D arrays A, B storing the data observations using NumPy COV function. Using NumPy COV function, using NumPy's COV function, or covariance will be calculated. The result of the covariance of the two variables A and B will be 2 into 2 matrix, you can see here. So covariance is, this is a covariance. Now I have to find the correlations, or correlations I have to find. So how I can find the correlations? So you can see here. So the correlation of A and B is, I have to find correlation So this is an example of correlation. The NumPy CORRCOEF function returns the correlation coefficient matrix of the variables. So you can see this in this example. Import NumPy as np, a is equals to np dot array. There is a 5 elements are there. In the second array, that is a b, here is a 6 elements are there, 3 4 0 minus 1 minus 3. Now in this, how we can find the coefficient of a and b array, two arrays. So to find the coefficient of this two array, so we will write the because it will return a matrix, so that is another array. So we have to just give a name of the matrix, or you have to give a name of the array. So it's to np dot co correlation coefficient function, and pass the two arrays as a argument. Now we will get this output here. We can also display the output like this also. So we can display the correlation like this also. For example, print correlation of a and b is at which matrix, that is I have given the matrix as 0 1. So it will give the correlation of a and b at index 0 and 1. Similarly, this will give the correlation at each index. This is a correlation at index 1 1. So this way we can find the correlation of each index in a matrix. Now we will move to the next topic, that is a linear regression. Linear regression is a method used to find the relationship between a dependent variable and a set of independent variable. So what is this dependent variable and independent variable? So in previous two topics, that is covariance and correlation, we uh, we have discussed about comparing two set of data or two sets of data. This time in linear regression, we will study about two sets of data where one depends upon the other. So the for linear regression, we can use a numpy polyfit function which produces the least squares poly polynomial field. Once again, listen. For the linear regression, we can use numpy polyfit function which produces least square polynomial fields. A polyfit function fits the polynomial px is equals to p0 into x power degree plus up to the given number of degrees to the point xy. So what is this? This can be easily understood with the help of the graph. Uh, कहाँ हो गए?